Hi everyone, and welcome back to Planting for Wildlife. Alliums are my favourite bulbs to grow. They come back reliably each year, are the best bulbs for pollinators, and are a great way to create continuity in your planting if dotted around the different areas of your garden. With their architectural form, they pair beautifully with other plants, also giving off a scent that humans can't really smell, but repels aphids away, particularly helpful if you also grow roses in your garden like I do. Alliums are happiest in full sun, but can tolerate partial shade. You want to grow in free draining soil, or if you have heavier soil, just dig in some compost with grit or sharp sand. One of these bulb planting tools can be really helpful too, especially if growing larger alliums that need to be planted a bit deeper. Rule of thumb is to plant 3 times as deep as the diameter of the bulb, and you want to wait until all of the foliage has died back completely at the end of the year before doing any tidying. There's some stunning varieties to choose from, so let's get into my top 5. First up is probably the biggest and boldest allium going, Ambassador. This variety really stood out to me at a Gardener's World flower show I went to a few weeks ago. It's a newer variety and it's huge, growing up to 1.2 meters tall with umbels up to 18 centimeters across, densely packed with tiny star-shaped flowers. It's a later flowerer with peak blooms in June or July, and its seed heads will continue to look good all through the summer. Also great as a cut flower. If you like the look of this one but want something a little bit smaller, Globemaster's a great option, which also flowers earlier. Next up is Allium siculum, also known as Sicilian honey garlic. This allium always catches my eye with its unusual, elegant form, almost like something from a fairy tale. Its drooping bells are extremely popular with pollinators and have a subtle but beautiful colouring, combining soft pink, green and cream. It grows from 70 centimeters to 1 meter tall, flowering from May to June, and also copes well with shadier areas. Number 3 is an allium that's close to my heart and definitely the one that I've used the most in my own gardens. Drumstick alliums. The small flower heads of this allium go through a magnificent transformation, with the tiny buds starting green, then gradually changing to a deep purple from top down. When the tiny flowers do open up, they'll be humming with bees, more than any other allium in my experience. Then later on in the season, they take on a fuzzy appearance, eventually turning a pale grey colour. Drumstick alliums are so easy to plant, there's no deep hole making needed, just use a trowel and plant them 2 to 3 inches below the surface of the soil. They grow from 60 to 90 centimeters tall, and you want to be careful not to plant them too densely as they will multiply over time. Number 4 is Allium Christophii, also known as Star of Persia. This allium is native to Iran, Turkey and Turkmenistan, and has huge flower heads up to 25 centimeters across, filled with star-shaped violet flowers that have a metallic sheen to them. It flowers in May to June, but the dried dead heads are also a really nice feature that will last all the way through summer or look great in flower arrangements. The only slight negative with Christophii for me is that it's not that tall, getting to a maximum of 60 centimeters, so it's best to plant it near the front of the border. Finally, probably the most popular allium to grow, in the UK at least, Purple Sensation. I've used this allium a lot in my own gardens. It's really reliable and one of the earliest flowering alliums, with really vibrant umbels growing up to 90 centimeters tall. I've done a separate video on Purple Sensation, looking at 5 different planting styles you can combine with it, so I'll leave a link for that at the end. Thanks everyone for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop it a like and subscribe, and I'd love to know which varieties of alliums you're growing in your own gardens. Until next time, enjoy the wildlife in your garden.